Stupid doesn't really scare me, but stupid combined with motivated is another matter altogether. Good evening, everyone. Hell's Unicorn here once again, and I'm just going to give my 2 cents regarding the recent protests that just unfolded earlier today in Pittsburgh in response to Donald Trump paying his respects at the site of that horrendous murder spree that took place a few days back. As a native Pennsylvanian, albeit one that lives on the opposite side of the state, I have a fair degree of interest in this particular story because it dovetails with local and state politics. And I would just like to state up front that the conduct of the mayor of Pittsburgh and our idiot governor, Wolf, is beyond contempt. The fact that these two bearded morons have opted to take such a disrespectful approach to dealing with the president is an outrage. But even more so of an outrage than the conduct of both the mayor and the governor is the spectacle that I just observed earlier. I've provided a link in the description. It's a CBS affiliate on Facebook. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I think it's Arizona's Family. There's a 3-hour stream of the entire protest, including the point where Trump and his family showed up. Keep in mind, Trump's daughter is a Orthodox Jew convert. His son-in-law is an Orthodox Jew, and his grandchildren by these two are Jewish. They have every right to be present at this particular gathering. They were there at the invitation of the rabbi who presided over this particular synagogue and knew the 11 people that were murdered firsthand, unlike the idiots that were in the crowd looking on, chanting and jeering at our president. I have nothing but the utmost contempt for these people. I am convinced that this entire entourage was nothing more than pure astroturf. Less than half of these people are actually from the state, let alone from Pittsburgh. Half of these freaks look like they were shipped over from shit-covered San Francisco by George Soros and his billions of dollars. The fact that these people were not only singing badly and chanting mindless slogans while Trump and his family were silently and solemnly paying their respects is bad enough. But I actually saw members of this crowd of idiots smiling and laughing and yucking it up with each other in between their little idiotic NPC drone tactics, be it the spoken kind or the sung kind. If these people had any kind of connection with this community, they would not be conducting themselves this way. These people are not merely astroturf. These people are the equivalent of professional wailers who get paid to show up at funerals and cry along with the actual mourners, aka the family members, and afterwards in Will Ferrell-like fashion, if you've seen the movie Wedding Crashers, proceed to pick up on bereaved women within the family. I guarantee you that most of the people in this crowd probably spent the last week violating 75 to 80% of the Levitical Code. The ones in there that probably claim to be Jewish are probably non-practicing. Or if they are practicing, they have probably never read through the Torah or even the Pentateuch for that matter. So they don't even know what laws they've probably been violating. Mark my words, this will cost the Democrats, and this is definitely their handiwork. I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't say how this is going to roll out, but this whole thing looks like Wellstone Memorial 2.0, aka the thing that allowed the Republicans to pick up seats in the first midterm following George W. Bush's election, despite the historical trends suggesting that the opposite would occur. This is going to cost them. The optics are terrible. If you doubt me, go to the stream, watch it. You can skip around. You can back it up a little bit if you need to. You can see the people clearly in a moment of jovial merriment in between these little pre-scripted protest routines that they go through. My state was basically invaded for a day so that the idiots in the Democratic Party could try and make the president look bad. And mark my words, they failed miserably. With prudence to myself and benevolence to all of you, good evening.